Hi and welcome to this week's MyMarketology Lab. I'm Tony and I'm the head marketologist at MyMarketology. Every week we'll be looking to bring you some new and breaking approaches to digital marketing to keep you ahead of your competition. We don't want you to miss out, so subscribe to our channel now before we get going. Digital marketing is an ever-evolving and changing discipline. In fact, changes happen so quickly on the platforms and channels that we use that it can be difficult to keep up. To be an effective digital marketer, you need to move away from being reactive to these changes. Instead, by becoming proactive, you can get ahead of the game, plan forward, and future-proof your approaches and strategies. Here's an important point about the previous, current, or future developments in digital marketing platforms. They usually focus around making that platform more money. That's a given. The thing is though, to do that, the platform has to get more people using its services. To get more people using the services, they have to offer a better experience to keep the users on there and actively using it. Happy users equals more money, equals happy stakeholders. So to cut a long story short, we shouldn't be worried about things like algorithm changes on Google or Facebook, or any new developments in approaches or strategies, because we should already be focusing on giving our own audiences the best experiences that we can on every platform that we're using. This rules out those day-to-day platform changes that are so easy to chase, but they end up with no improvement in results, because all we're doing is bouncing from one change to another just to try to keep up. To future-proof your work and to plan ahead, you need to look months, if not years ahead, to see which direction you need to be steering in. This is the reason for this week's video. We want to show you where the future of digital marketing might lie. Unfortunately, predicting the future isn't an exact science, so we have to make best guess decisions. Here are the areas that we think you should focus on now and should plan into the future of your digital marketing strategies. AI. Be honest, what do you know about AI so far? Is it something that's come onto your radar at all? Is it something that frightens you to death or something that excites you? Artificial intelligence, or AI, is an area of computer science that focuses on the creation of intelligent machines that work and react like humans. There seems to be two schools of thought on AI and marketing at the moment. Those who can see the benefits of introducing AI into the data management and marketing processes, and those who are worried that they're going to lose their jobs because of it. I can see both sides of the argument, but at this point in time, I'm sitting on the side of those who see the benefits of AI in the marketing world. We're all short on time and resource as well as budgets, so anything that comes along that can make our lives a bit easier and that can also offer a better customer experience has to be a good thing. Companies are already using it as well. The one that you're probably most familiar with is Google. Their system called RankBrain is already working on AdWords auctions and ranking web pages in the search engine results, and that's only the start for Google. Another company using AI for email marketing is Phrase. As Phrase explained on the website, it uses artificial intelligence to write better email marketing language than humans. You'll start to see AI popping up as part of most digital marketing campaigns going forward, as marketing teams are forced to produce even better results with fewer staff and their ever-dwindling budgets. The future of digital marketing is definitely going to involve AI to some degree, so learn about it now and start including it in your strategies. Please leave a comment in the section below this video to let us know of any other companies or campaigns that you've seen that are using AI. Chatbots. Moving on from AI, we'll now consider the introduction of chatbots. This is a computer program that conducts a conversation through auditory or text methods. These include personal assistants such as Siri and Cortana. You could even say that Amazon's Alexa and Echo are also chatbots. Although they seem a bit of a gimmick now, chatbots are already affecting the SEO and paid search disciplines. People are searching differently online when using these devices. Search terms tend to be longer and more precise. This obviously is going to affect SEO and PPC as the Internet of Things and connected devices acting as chatbots become more mainstream. Going back to the chatbot functionality rather than just devices, there isn't a business who couldn't benefit from them. Industries already using chatbots of finance, law, fashion, food and entertainment, medicine, education and press. They're even been used in toys. To get started with chatbots, consider IBM's Watson project, or just use your favourite search engine to find anything related to creating chatbots. There are plenty of resources out there to help. Many companies are trialling chatbots on the Facebook pages as a messenger service. This is a quick way to get started. To chat with us about the chatbot revolution, feel free to contact us on any of our social channels or by leaving a comment below. AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality. These terms tend to be bundled together, but they're completely different things. Augmented reality is technology that superimposes a computer-generated image onto a user's view of the real world. Think Pokemon Go as a good example of this. Virtual reality requires the use of a virtual reality headset to generate realistic images, sounds, and other sensations. Think Oculus Rift. A great example of using AI for marketing is the Tesco Homebook. It requires you to download an app, but you can then try before you buy on the home furnishing products. For example, you can choose different cushions and view them on your sofa through your camera so that you can decide which looks best in your home without having to buy them first. Virtual reality is being used successfully by a number of companies, one of which was Mercedes. They created a VR simulation of a drive through the countryside in the latest SL model. As the driver took you around the sweeping corners, you could experience, to a degree, what it felt like to be in the vehicle. As you can imagine, there are an unlimited amount of ways that AR and VR can be used for marketing. It doesn't matter what your products or services are. You'll be able to give your audience new perspectives and experiences using this technology going forward. They haven't been adopted by the mainstream yet, but expect to see more and more of these approaches and strategies. You can invest in a basic virtual headset from just a few pounds. Look for Google Cardboard. This should be enough to give you an idea of the strength and benefits of using VR. To experience AR yourself, try the Tesco Homebook app or Pokemon Go, but try not to get too addicted to finding those Pokemon. Video, live video and 360 video. Video's nothing new, you might say. Well, it isn't. How many companies are actually using video in all its forms for marketing purposes? Are you using it at the moment? Video is much more than creating a promotional video now. Consider the growth in use of live video on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, the growth of Snap, formerly Snapchat, and the introduction of 360 video on YouTube and a number of other video platforms. There was the saying that a picture speaks 1,000 words. How many does video speak? Tens of thousands? Look at the popularity of the YouTube influencers and their millions of followers. Video is powerful, say no more. Don't forget that YouTube is also the second largest search engine in the world after Google, who owns it. If you aren't active on YouTube and aren't building a following, then you will be falling behind your competition. The introduction of live video has given companies the ability to be more transparent and open with their audience. You show that you can be contacted at any time, and that you're not afraid of that contact with your audience. This goes back to offering the best service that you can for your audience. 360 video ties in with the VR section that we've already spoken about. You can create fully immersive experiences around your products and services. You might say that your industry isn't as exciting as the motor or fashion industries. That might be the case, but you still have people who need your products and services. If you don't allow them to experience what you're offering in a way that engages and involves them, then you will lose out on their business. It's time to get on the video trend and to take your marketing forward. If you still don't think that video is for you, it's forecast that 95% of all online content in the next 5 years is going to be video. I'll leave you with that thought. Voice search, virtual assistants and SEO. We've already mentioned how chatbots and connected devices are affecting the SEO and PPC world. As connected devices are further adopted, you need to factor that into your marketing work. As an example of how this could affect digital marketing going forward, what would happen if your beautifully designed email couldn't be read out loud by Alexa if one of your subscribers asked? It's time now to work out how voice search and the related devices are going to affect your marketing strategies. If you can't be found when someone's looking for you, you won't be in business much longer. Get started on it now. Google Updates. This isn't a new thing and it won't stop developing, but Google Updates is always going to be a trend to keep an eye on. They don't tell the users when changes are going to be made, but by observing the reasons for the last few updates, you can see which direction they're going in, and that can help you to change direction on your strategies well before they make their next change. What was that about the mobile first search index? They've been making algorithm changes for the last few years to give better ranking for mobile-friendly sites. If you'd have noticed this focus a few years ago, you wouldn't have to be making last-minute changes now. The key takeaway here is to read between the lines on the changes to the Google search engine. It'll shine a light on where you need to focus next so that you don't get caught out. Personalization. This is another trend that's going to continue rather than a breaking one. Personalization is about more than just using a customer or prospect's name. To deliver that quality customer experience that we've mentioned a few times now, you need to be delivering personalized and relevant content to them too. It's not new, but it will continue, and it will make you stand out from your competition if you get it right. Consider using segmentation and using all of the data that you hold about your customers and prospects to approach them in the most relevant and efficient way. Paid social media. This isn't a new trend either, but it is a trend that will continue now for as long as there are options to advertise on the social media platforms. If you want to get any results from social media now as a business, you need to be willing to pay to get to your target audience. If you're not willing or able to spare the budget, then the social media channels are already likely to be a waste of time for you. As more and more advertisers start paying to advertise, there's even less chance for you to get in front of your audience. Your competition won't have any problems though if they're paying to play. Mobile. And finally, the last trend for digital marketing, mobile. You're probably fed up of hearing about it and how important it is to be mobile first and to offer a quality mobile experience. The funny thing with this one is that mobile searches overtook desktop searches for the first time ever in November 2016, yet over 50% of small businesses don't even have a mobile-ready site. Of all the businesses that have a website, only 53% are optimized or responsive for mobile devices. So it's clear that business, including large corporations, still aren't taking mobile as seriously as it should be doing. 80% of internet users own a smartphone too, so there's no option to ignore mobile anymore. Do you remember the mobile first search index that we mentioned on Google? That shows where your next focus needs to be. I hope that you found these insights helpful, that you can see how important it is to keep an eye on the breaking trends. The trends that we've mentioned will change, so continue doing your own research to stay ahead. If you think we've missed something, or you've spotted a trend that we haven't mentioned, leave a comment below for us. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.